You are welcome to this edition of ECN Hard Truths. Today, we are again in the Secretariat of Nigerian National League, where we will be meeting the Chief Executive Officer of the league, Mr. Emmanuel Attah. Mr. Attah, you are welcome, sir.
Thank you.
We're in the office today.
You guys see.
Thank you very much for hosting us in your office. The NNL, the most important league, they've been doing a lot. What is happening now?
Well, first of all, I want to thank God for this day, and we want to thank God for what the NNL has been able to achieve within the last 2 years plus. When we came on board in 2023, July to be precise, we met a league, and sorry to say, I have to be down to earth, that was bastardised. A league that never had the trust of the stakeholders or the participants. We were outsiders then, and we are following what was going on. And when we had that opportunity, when the Nigerian Football Federation President, Abah, appointed us into the board, there was a clear mandate: go and change the narrative of the league. I believe in you people, make me proud, and you have my support. And we promise the president that we will not fail him. It was not easy, it was challenging. People want to do things the normal way, but we stood our ground. Gradually, we started getting results. There were very few complaints about officiating. And at the end, when we had our first Super 8 then in Enugu, the best teams emerged, because only the best teams that qualified from the respective conferences got to Enugu. And you can see the performance of those teams in the Nigerian Premier League. Till date, none of the clubs we have pushed for promotion has been relegated. Same followed the following season. Clubs are all doing well. We hope that those one club was there about in the present season, we hope he survives. But we always go for the best. And because we don't have interest in any club, we want to give our best. We say all the clubs belong to us. I'm quoting our former late president, Buhari: we belong to us, we belong to nobody. But one major challenge we had when we came over was that there was no any form of sponsorship or partnership on ground. And you cannot run a league where you don't have some support. We had to depend on clubs' registration and fines to pay referees indemnity, pay staff salary, take care of the secretariat. We started gradually, and our first major partner was ProStar International. We started discussion with them in 2023, July. It took us for almost 6-7 months to sign an MOU with them. And ProStar, the major agreement with ProStar was to give the league branded balls. That NNL clubs will use branded balls only. And I'm proud to state here, we are the first league, at least of recent, to have introduced branded balls with NNL. And aside that, the balls are sold to clubs at a very discounted rate. And ProStar also gives 400 balls to the league for distribution to clubs. Clubs that purchase at least 10 balls will get extra 10 balls. That's with ProStar. And also beefs. Beefs clubs purchase beefs, but we only allow ProStar beefs on our bench. More so, our monthly award, which I know has gone, did I use the word haywire, which is a case study for others to follow. Started from a small beginning, it has now grown. We are the who and who in Nigerian football always attend when we have these functions. We have top government officials, politicians coming to this award. Poster sponsors the plaques that are given out, while our other partners, Spotlight Hub, sponsors that of the best referee. We also have a partner, Mr. Ame, we call him D-Log by his popular name, Mr. Ame Joseph, who also brings a cash award of 250,000 for awardees to share among themselves, and we have been going on and on. We keep looking forward, and the next deal we had was with Spotlight Hub as our live streaming partners, because what we are doing is to start giving the league visibility. They say we are the most important league, and truly we have to make it very important and very visible. So if it is visible, sponsors, partners will come into the league. And we went, our Spotlight Hub and most companies have been doing wonderfully well. At least 5 matches have been live streamed week in, week out. However, we also allow the clubs to live stream also, because we are not being too hard on them. They can live stream as far as our partners are not in that venue, so that visibility for the league can continue, not only from our partners, but also from the club's internal live streaming. The next deal we had was with SofaScore. I'm sure we all know SofaScore, a database outfit. And there, every month, SofaScore returns statistics of players, results, minute by minute results. Every venue is there in their system in all the matches we play. As we move forward, we now have the big one, bet power. I'm sure it will surprise us to know we never took bet power 10 minutes. 10 minutes to say the deal you signed. They say they've been to other places. Mark you, they've been in other African countries. And they say before coming to the NNL, they've tried other places. But when they came here, they saw the sincerity in us. What we told Bepa, we are not thinking of ourselves or the Secretariat. No, we say what we want is the players' welfare. We are aware that most of our clubs in the NNL, some don't pay match bonuses, some even they pay, they delay it. So we said the players first. And of course, the deal which is history now was signed, we have players, we call it a locker room bonus. Each team that wins, the player of each team gets 56,000 naira. As soon as the final whistle is blown, as you get to your decimal, you are seeing your alert. And this is a plus. And it has made the league to be more competitive, because players are not only playing for their clubs, they are also playing for their pocket. So everybody wants to win. And just recently also, we signed another partnership with a top tier sports management company. They are investors coming into the league to bring sponsorship for us. They will invest in the league. Okay. And while investing, they will look for sponsorship for us. There's a percentage agreed upon between we and the investors. They bring sponsorship. If it is okay by us, they get their percentage, we get ours, and it's good for the league. Because our aim is to see how we can ameliorate the problems of this our club, how we can help this club. We want to see a day where we say, okay, clubs, you don't pay registration fee. And we are sure very soon that day will come. So our main target, all these strong sponsors, is about the clubs, how we can help them. Maybe before you ask me of a challenge, there are other minor areas support we've gotten even from government. From government, like our Super 8 government, different state government have been sponsoring it for us, sent to the AGM. And in this regard, I want to appreciate the governors of Enugu, Delta, Kaduna, Bauchi, Nasarawa. They've been wonderful to us. They've been supportive of the league, and we hope they will continue to give us that support. We must have been reading about challenges of officiating. Yes, officiating not only in Nigeria, every part of the world. We had a very moderate, I call it good officiating. The past 2 seasons, we thank the referees for what they have done. There might be 1 or 2 terrible situations, and the Nigerian Football Federation Referees Committee has dealt with such recalcitrant referees through suspension or other sanctions. This season, the Congress approved that henceforth no Super 8, it should be Super 4. We knew from the beginning it was going to be tough. We had only 1 team instead of 2. They qualified from each of the 4 conferences. So it's what we call survival of the fittest. And we had complaints about officiating, which has been dealt with. This led us to a retreat in Benue recently, where we discussed all these issues. The second standard has commenced, and so far no major complaint about officiating. All is going well, and we hope to continue like this. We still appreciate the referees. They are doing their best. All we seek is cooperation. And the clubs too should also not induce these referees, because both the giver and the receiver are guilty. If you as a club official, you don't induce a referee, why will he want to do otherwise? You threaten referees, you intimidate them. The league will not take that. I can speak on behalf of the chairman. We have a chairman who is very, very passionate about fair play for all clubs. And I can also tell you of good authority, we are monitoring all the league matches, especially this second stanza. Some areas that are very critical, we advertise ourselves. We join them for a match meeting. Others, we go in quietly and observe what is going on. And let's not forget, among those that have been supporting us, Chief Shunami, the proprietor of Raymond Star. Yeah. He's been wonderful. He has been supporting all our workshops since we came on board. And also, recently, he supported us in the retreat.
Thank you very much, Chairman. And Andrew, my friend, is here, and Thompson Ojukwu, who are also my panelists on this program. We all know Emmanuel Attah. Some don't even know him.
This is serious.
Yes. Can you tell us more about Emmanuel Attah? Let's take it from there.
Okay. Emmanuel Attah is that young small boy born in Zaria, Kaduna State. All my educational career was in Zaria, St. Teresa's Primary School, Kufena College, and Benue University, where I graduated with a master's degree in rural development. And from there, I worked with the NYC. Before then, I taught briefly in my service in NNL College, Kaduna. Then I worked with NYC, where I rose to become a director, and also have happily retired. Aside that, if you want to make me happy, just discuss football. Football is my life. Everything. In fact, the day my late mother saw me that I've added weight, and I said, no, I've stopped football. She said she couldn't believe it. That a day will come, I will not kick football. Even me myself, I and look at the day. One time I look and say, so a day will pass, I didn't kick football. But not kicking football, we are still in it.
Yes.
It will interest you to know, and it may be shocking to others, that right from when I was in secondary school, heading to the university, the records idea in Kaduna State, I was the secretary of the Zaria Youth Football Association. And then also, I formed a Zaria, in the university, I formed a Zaria under 13 team. Sorry to say, I used my mother's money. She gave me to buy it. I used it. Even though I refunded it to her later. I used those excuses to form Zaria under 13 team. And players that were in my team name was known as Zaria Tornadoes. We won the cup that year. Christopher Danjuma, the coach of the national under 20 female team there, was my player. We have Francis Obi, Victor Kadisi. All these boys and many others went on to play for the senior national team. So those were my product. And it's on record that I formed the first female football team in Kaduna State. I went around primary schools, got young girls at the Zaria Stadium, started training them.
Then as a player,
yes,
still playing.
That's why I was in the university, active player.
Okay.
I was combining everything. It's just that passion. So I also had another coach who was also supporting me. So when I'm busy in school, they took over. And this Zaria Queens later grew up to play in the Nigerian League. Then they later became Kada Queens. Yes, when we couldn't sustain them in Zaria then. So I have produced players, produced coaches. It interests you to know also that I'm also a coach. In fact, I'm an active member of the NCT.
Are you still coaching?
Retired coach. No, but an active member. Not coaching is another story, because I think if I'm a coach, I would have died. Even because by now I would have been dead because of pension. I remember a match, NYC then, when they were in the National League 1 with Okin Biscuit of Ilori. Away match in Ilori. The chief coach, we call him Mama Late, Orumade, they were on course, so I had to take charge. Ilerica, the LCT secretary, was in the team. Jageded, a coach now. We are a team, many of them, yeah. So I handled that team. It was raining. I stood there. It was raining, very cold. I was sweating. There was a goal Ilerica to score. I said, Ilerica, can't you see the post? You know, it was very funny. And after that, the match ended 1-1. After that, I said, it would be difficult for me to stay on the touchline. But I still had one stint, which is another form. You know, in the course of my football career, coming to administration, handled the NYC team, was the chairman of the club so many years, won Challenge Lawrence. Then from there, gradually went into some NFL, Nigerian Football Federation committee, youth committee, different committees. And then, I was also SCT Football Association chairman for 6 years before I left the position because of a sad incident that happened. And I will tell the world today why I left, because everybody was shocked. I came, computerized the FCTFA, made the field, the playing pitch, to be among the best 8 in the country. In fact, the present chief operating officer of the Nigerian Premier League, Davidson Owumi, because the field was banned, and Mr. Andrew Abah will be aware of all this. The field was banned, and during the election, I made a promise that within 3 weeks, the whole parade ground will be unbanned. Okay. So, people helped me, including Mr. Victor, the then manager of the National Stadium. When Owumi came after 3 weeks to inspect the field, he was pulling the grass. He couldn't believe what he saw. He called the late chief of Basike. That is my son. I trust him. You know, and things that were banished were being brought to Abuja. And during the course of my chairmanship, I was able, through the grace of God, to get the first premiership club for FCT through the
And the only one so far.
And the only one so far. That's EFCC Football Club. The present governor.
Abuja then?
Yes. The present governor of Kwara State, Alhaji Abdurrahman, was the chairman of the club. In fact, we worked hand in hand to get that success. But after coming back, after the World Cup 2010, came back. First of all, I met the Secretariat, bastardised all our computers, TVs, everything that stolen. But the worst was the football pitch. I went there, I couldn't believe what I saw. I didn't know when I started crying. I looked at my secretary then, may God continue to rest his soul. Ibrahim. Yeah. I said, what happened? He said that we didn't know that the director of sport, I will mention his name, Ali Musa, gave the field out to churches to use. And the field became terrible, worse, and that is the end of Old Parade Ground till today. It's sad. Government was not giving me any money. It's on record. If I'm saying it today, FCT never gave 1 naira. I knew I was running the FA. And to interest you too, I was the first FA chairman that got a gold medal, first festival made gold medal for FCT. Football. I count both my female teams with our own money. They qualified from the zone to go for the national final. But the FCT said they don't have money to sponsor 2 clubs. And I said, well, yes, can they go with boys? But where will I get money to carry a whole team to the sports festival? You know, it was sad. And when I saw this situation, I said, no, these people are not serious. I was crying. And that was the very day I made my mind that enough is enough. So going forward, in 2002, I was appointed as the welfare officer of the Nigeria under 20 team, the Flying Eagles. After that, working with them, I worked with the under 17 national team as the camp commandant. From there, I moved to under 23 to also become commandant, and to the glory of God, during that period, we won the All African Games silver medal. It would have been our goal, but there was distraction that affected the players psychologically. People recollect we are home. Yes, we came to the stadium even late when Cameroon had finished warming up and we were waiting for us. That's another story. Then from the under 23, now to the big one Super Eagles. But my going to the Super Eagles, it's a different story. People thought they just came say Attah take or rather Attah said this one Super Eagles. No. You know, because one is deep into the Nigerian football politics there. Remember in 2006, it was in Egypt, we decided with the then sports minister, decided.
Sambawa?
Yes, Sambawa. Very nice one.
Yeah.
Nice one. Who, he doesn't know, we just said this person we want our president to school. We know we have a group of Chief Obaseke late was the chairman. And someone said, okay, if this is the man you want, no problem. And I had to phone Lulu and say, okay, start coming to Egypt and meet with the minister. So after that, we met. You know, just like when Nigerian politics, NFL politics is being tougher than Nigerian politics. So there was chair of office, we said, okay, we already know Ojukwu, okay, will be general secretary. People are being given position. Then when he came to our Chief Obaseke said, my son, you go and be head of administration. Since you have civil service experience. I said, no, I'm not interested. Lulu President said, okay, go and be deputy secretary general. I said, no, I'm satisfied that we're on the right path. So we came back from Egypt at the reception in the villa. think some of us went. I remember shaking the hands of President Obasanjo there. I said, now I can die. I know President Obasanjo, he announced to the whole world. So see, he say you are super that you can die. Don't die, you will see me. You know, he joked about it. So after the whole reception, and I think another thing was also hosted, and we were going out. Myself, Lulu, and the former Super Eagles, Osaye, the former Super Eagles coordinator, the former Osage. Great guy. He's a great guy. We are all working together. Then I just overheard him. So he told Lulu quite that he wouldn't want to work with him. Then Lulu just turned. He said, "Oh, sorry," pointed at me. That this is the coordinator. I looked at Lulu. Because me and he had never discussed that. From there, Dr. Adamu sent for me. I went to his house. And because of discussion, he said, there's a report that they give me this. I said, no. I said, no, he said, this boy, you don't even look at tomorrow, you're looking at today. CV. You don't mention the word CV. Then my head opened. I said, okay. What I was looking at, I didn't know the enormity of the work in the Super Eagles. What I was looking at is okay, under 17, 20, 23. So let me plan my CV with Super Eagles. That was how I accepted the Super Eagles coordinator job. And Dr. Adamu immediately called Lulu. And he said, okay, Attah has accepted coordinator. You people give it to him. And Lulu said, we'll be telling me. He said, nothing. He said, that is good. That was how I became coordinator of the Super Eagles.
Okay. You've taken off to a long journey. Yes. Now let's come to nitty-gritty. The nitty-gritty is what you are managing now. Like when you started, you said when you came on board, that was 2003?
No, the present
2023.
2023.
That this place was in a mess.
Yes.
Mess in the sense of what? Accountability, improper record, because then they were accused of, highest bidder for the promotion of the league. So is it mess in a way that now you have already transformed? There is nothing like highest bidder.
Like I said, I'm somebody who doesn't hide my feelings, and that's why at times I run away from press. It's because I always say what is there on ground. You said it all. Everything, including the office structure. I'm sure you know this place. The first day after, when I came to this office, when I looked at the structure, looked at the offices, I shook my head. I said, no, not me. I have to change this place. I just said it within me. And what influenced me, sorry, I have to click on calling NYC. In NYC fact, I was Director of General Services. And without being braggadocious, it's there, it's on record, and the scheme is still appreciating me. I transformed the scheme into more of a corporate entity. Through the wonderful cooperation of the then Director General, Major General Ibrahim Shaibu, now retired, he gave me every cooperation, including the Director of Finance. It's just for me to say, I want to do this and do this. So I came down here with that mentality for excellence. So if you are talking, it's not even only about the field of play. If you want to attract sponsors, you want to make your staff comfortable, the working environment must be conducive. And you must have a place where visitors, when they come, or potential sponsors or partners, they will look say, these people are serious. And that's how we went immediately. You go to NYC today, all these ties you are seeing here, it's the same thing in all the offices there. I brought that mentality here. Like the floors, everything. You see where we got to. If you are going now, you see another one going on now in the Chief Operating Officer's office. It's the same person like this. So say set up your working environment first.
Now,
Two, accountability.
Go ahead.
Two, like you rightly said, yeah, there was no accountability. Let me respect those who have been here before us, been immediately before us. We have to start from the scratch. We have to start from the scratch.
Doesn't mean that
Because you
no
will not,
handover.
you will,
When there was no handover.
I can stay here for me. As a person, nobody handed over anything to me. So it was funny.
Yeah.
Because even the other handover from the Secretariat, let's leave it at that. Just, you see, that's why I said we came here. I use the word bastardised. It's a general phrase. Okay? So we started with the office, settled. I know you'll be asking me, you said you started from the scratch, no money. Where did you get money from?
Yeah, I wanted to come to
Yeah, I know you asked.
Yeah.
Some of us had to sacrifice. I came. I said, no, I had to loan the league money. Because I said, these things must be in place. And the board, ably led by the chairman, Chief Judge, appreciated me. And work went ahead. Because they don't approve, I can't do it on my own.
Yeah.
So, with their clearance, I went ahead. And I must say, they are not owing me 1 naira. They have since refunded me.
Good.
So I thank the chairman once again, because others will be for dragging. Okay? So the issue of accountability, we have to put all our records straight. I will interest you to know we are supposed to start doing re-auditing with external auditor. This is our board. We have to get an external auditor to audit the league and submit report to the Congress. It has been going on. And to the third issue, you said that cash and carry is no secret in Nigeria. It's no secret. The league there, everybody knows. So it's not about that saying it or trying to paint anybody black. You all know. You all know the drama that happened in Delta. So which year before we come about Delta, the Super 8 in Delta.
Are you referring to my state?
Yeah, that's why it was hosted. It was hosted. Yeah, it's an eyesore. I know how a club, and in Abuja and Sultan you can have that sentiments about your Abuja clubs. An Abuja club that will have easily qualified, I think EFCC. But yes. they were shortchanged. You know, it was a terrible advertisement for Nigerian football then. And I say, no, it will never happen with this league. Yes, we might have 1-2 complaints, but I once said, I am proud to the glory of God what we have achieved. I am proud of the chairman. I am proud of the board. Because there are temptations, people will go to social media, start writing what they don't see, what they not. We are up and doing. And we have said it. We keep saying it. If there is any club that has come to give Attah 1 naira, say help us so that we qualify for Super 8, that club should come out. And if there is any club that said they gave our chairman any money, like when some funny characters were writing in the social media, gave this amount, till today we say we challenge the people, come out. If it is just any club we said, okay, you go. Those clubs, I think all of them will have been relegated. The NNL is a very, very tough league. Very tough league.
Sorry, the chief the
executive officer. Yes.
Because apart from the chairman seems to be a ceremonial. You are the one in charge. But I remember that there was rumor, allegedly, that before the Super 4, you people have Super 8. You have already concluded who will go.
Not our league.
Everything is settled on your decks before the commencement
that was before 2023, before 2023. If you say
So you are telling me that before 2023 there have been like that?
You are making that allegation. What I'm saying,
Allegedly.
you said that was, I said maybe before 2023. When we came on board, nothing like that. And I challenge anybody, and let me correct it. The chief operating officer is in charge of the secretariat.
Yeah.
Okay, most of the technical and administration falls on him. Yeah. Nobody. And today I'm saying to all Nigerians and anybody, I challenge anybody to come and say it.
But do you know that most things is cost? How much do you say you come? How much do you pay for referees indemnity? Who takes responsibility of referees indemnity?
Is the league.
Is the league?
Yes.
Don't you think that because of poor remuneration that allow these referees to operate the manner they do?
That is another issue for discussion. I'm not in position to talk whether any referee collects anything outside what we give. All we are emphasizing in, and like I mentioned in the earlier discussion, was that we are monitoring this league. Anything we see wrong in terms of shooting, forward straight, like last week matches, the ones that were on live stream, the ones carried on NYC TV or radio commentary. I was watching Lobby, Sokoto United Lobby, excellent officiating. Almost all the matches, no complaint. The only one, I think some people don't really know the rules. Social media, Aqua United, and I think
Rovers.
Rovers.
Osun United. Akpabio and Osun United. That last minute go say goalkeeper release the ball, bouncing. They should go and look at I think 12, if I'm not mistaken. Let people go and study it. Then they'll get that as well. I'm not in position. I know my stand on that, but as a neutral arbiter, let others debate it.
Do you have allocation from NFF?
NFF, they support us, definitely. They support us.
To the tune of what?
I'm not in position.
I know. Sorry, look, excuse me. You see, that is the way we operate here. If anybody wants to know what NFF is giving to the league, the director of finance of the NFF is there. He says it's not a secret, it's open. But as an experienced and renowned retired civil servant, we have the oath of secrecy.
Yes.
I think I will be very stupid, and probably you have to prove my directorship if I start disclosing some official secret. It's something we sign.
Yes.
So if you want information, there is this freedom of information.
Yeah.
You can you go apply apply that you want this information, you want this, and it will be given to you. But I cannot come there. Certain things I cannot come and say, no, this is no.
Sir,
you want to say something?
Yes.
Two items I wanted to ask.
Okay.
One, from your humble beginning, one can attest that you really have passion for football. And I want to know what gave you that guts to believe that you do well in the area of football activities, that you are trying to turn the NNL into a center of excellence. The second one is referee. Everybody knows that many of the Nigerian referees are corrupt, and the thing is affecting our league. How do you contain the sensitive of referees on that journey?
Okay, to the first one, like I said, if you're a footballer, you are born with it. And growing up, we used to play this empty team of milk. After school, instead of going home, we'll gather ourselves, form a team. So we'll call ourselves Gongoli Rangers. And My mom complained this, but my mom was one of my person, she continued to recipe, who really encouraged and supported me. It also interesting to know that because of my football passion, I was privileged to play, even though briefly, because of my credentials for the 5 years under the Nigerian national team under coaching Peter and Smaila Lulu. I will say it today with pride. I think we are I don't know of any player or set of players that the national coaches, the two of them, we go to your school and bundle you to the national team. They invited us, we refused to go. So James Peter's father had to come to our school. 3 of us, myself, Charles Kadri, and Peter Ngwaogu. Peter is in Germany, and Kadri is in to go. So that part, it is inbuilt. I have shedded my blood because of football for this country. I have risked my life for football for this country. In Congo, 2015, police have called gun that he will shoot me when I insisted I must go to the dressing room. He will keep on saying he won't finish here today. I have fainted in this national stadium when we thought Nigeria, Guinea, that we didn't go to the Nations Cup. Instead of defending the 2-1, we are looking for more goals. When I would go for and say, what is the score? They just told me that we won. Maybe I will pick it up from there. So, when this thing is inside you, it's difficult, I think, until then. Because even these our matches we watch, like Arsenal now, I will have been a dead person. Watching your Arsenal is my team. When Brighton 2 seasons ago, before I knew, the first guy say, hey, that's when chest, they had to come and give first aid. You see, it's inbuilt, passion. Then you talk about corruption of the Nigeria, what is your own opinion? We read about it in the papers. All I know is that we cannot generalize it. Even in our own family, we are sincere. You might have 3 children, 4, 5. Out of these 3 or 5, 1 will be very stubborn. You'll be cracking your brain. Like, is this my son or is this my daughter? So it's about life. So I don't think it's fair to generalize that Nigerian referees are corrupt. Sorry, sir. I beg to disagree with that. You might have 1, 2, 3 bad elements. That does not make anybody. We have some wonderful referees. I just said it now. Last week, we had some very good officiating.
Yeah.
Very good officiating. All we can do, all I would suggest is to keep encouraging them, increase their remuneration, and let's professionalize our referee habitats. It's going to take a long time, but gradually, by the time we increase the indemnity, we talk to them. We are talking about referees, but remember I said not only referees, clubs. The clubs, they are involved.
Somebody is giving the money.
Somebody is giving the money. Most of our clubs are government clubs. So the clubs that really suffer are the private clubs.
Yes.
Somebody is giving the money. You try to intimidate. If he doesn't collect, you will not go and say because he has collected from those people he doesn't want.
But you have the time to monitor.
How do you monitor me?
I've been a match commissioner, a Premier League match commissioner for years in country. So I know the operations of the referees. I know the operations of the clubs. In fact, a friend, Aloy, I think Aloy, the CEO of ABS, he gave me a nickname so many years ago. He said 50-50. Today, that's what we call 50-50. No home, no away. So if they see me, they know that church has closed. In fact, I always pray that they should meet me at the away matches. Because I don't say that. I just say, I said they pray the away matches. So it is we, the result. If I, as a match commissioner, I don't even put the bill on referees. When I was commissioner, who are you as a referee? You dare support anything? No way. I'm proud to say that I've commissioned some of these top referees that retired now. Faith Irabo, Bola Abidoye, the chairman of the Referees Association of Zuberu. I commissioned all their matches. Alex Mana. These are all their matches, and these are top referees who made us proud. So we cannot generalize. We must have one or two bad eggs. Monitoring, like I said it earlier on, what we do in our league, I don't know the other leagues, what we decided to do to ensure everything else well. We can stay here a match where all of us cannot go. We have conference call. During pre-match meeting, conference call, all the teams are there, the referees will read the riot act. Other places, we send board members to go on staff physically. Some critical cases, we say go and attend the pre-match meeting. Others, we just go quietly to a venue. Nobody even like, I won't mention the match. There was one match last week. Somebody calls it. I said I'm watching the match, and there's a board member in that stadium. He kept quiet.
Yeah.
He kept quiet. And there's a board member in that stadium. So that is the way we monitor. Eh? Because if you say they give them what, how do you monitor them? If, for example, let me use Odogu, it's in the inner room. Will you go and monitor it? You won't monitor it. So all we need to do is to keep talking enlightenment, education, retreats, training and retraining. We should keep on training and retraining and improve the remuneration of our referees.
CEO, before we round up, I want you to point out one silent thing that people have refused to say, and that is this. You are the match Super Eagles coordinator. I think 4 coaches.
No, 8.
8 coaches. What does it entail to be a coordinator of the Super Eagles? That is one. And can you tell us one of those critical things that happened in one of the matches that you coordinated?
Tough one, eh? Well, to be a coordinator, it's not just by the name coordinator. If you really want to do the work. When you say coordinator, it means you are in charge of the entire team. With the coach, chief coach as the head. The coach will not hold anybody responsible, he will hold him responsible. That's with the coaches I worked with. Because I remember I said that I'm alive today is the grace of God. But it was almost killed me. Emmanuel, where are you? This boss is making noise. Emmanuel, I don't want to see press. This and that. Same thing with big boss. If there's a problem with the doctor, you have to coordinate the medical team. Make sure that they do their work. The head of security is here at his post. Feeding. Appropriate time. Campus. During our time in the Super Eagles, nobody needs to make rules for us. We have our own rules. We have our own strict discipline. Strict discipline, I'm repeating it. No player here cross that gate without the express permission of the chief coach. If it is 10 o'clock, nobody says you should sleep, but you are expected to be in your room. And it's for the coordinator to make sure this are had to. Then, like with all the coaches I work with, we plan the daily program of the teams. Plan the daily program of the teams. Which color of jersey are you training skills are you using today? What time for me? What time for training? We plan. I do it. Once I do, I take to the coach. Once he approves, place it on the board and send it to the phone numbers of every player and officials. And during matches, the day we have matches, competitive matches, you as a coordinator. I, as a coordinator then, 3 hours before the team gets to the stadium and already in our dressing room. And we would have agreed on that at the pre-match meeting. The secretary then, Dayo Elebi, we will always tell them, our coordinator and the equipment manager will be in this room so time. So it's there already, so that nobody stops you. Even though we have challenges in some of these African countries with that. So you go, why do you go to the dressing room? People will not know. You see, sometimes when Nigerians write on the social media, I'll just look and laugh. NFF is not doing this. These boys are useless. This, that. I'll just look and laugh. I pray I have the strength to write a book one day. What happens in international matches at country goes beyond the ice.
Yes, Africa.
In Africa especially, goes beyond the ice. I hear Emmanuel Attah is saying it because I have seen it practically. Even your own countrymen will sabotage you. Yes, we have been sabotaged. And I remember in the Daily Trust 2 page, if you Google Emmanuel Attah, that story is still there. I made an accusation, but till today, 11 years after, nobody has come to dispute what I said about a board member then. The airport, me and Keshi. I said, why are you people doing this to us? The answer he gave me, that you people think you can go and win matches without us. Even in South Africa, you will lose. And I called his name and said, by God's grace, we will not lose. The one result we'll get is a draw. Not a draw. So when people write this, in fact, sometimes I feel for President Gusu because I know what is going on. What is going on in his head? He must be a strong man to still be smiling. When you go to that dressing room, the equipment manager arrange everything, what the guys will take refreshment, this is all. And one thing most people don't know as a coordinator, you need to study your players. They need to be close to you. They need to earn your respect. And that is what God gave to me. Most players never even knew I went to school. Because I came down to their level until a day my ID card fell. I don't know who picked it. Look, he said, this one, that I was an assistant director. Yeah, good. Because bring the players. So if they do this, no. Okay, calm down. It's not everything you report. You talk like they are your junior brothers. Yeah. And there was that strong belief, that rapport between me. I think I was lucky. Because I remember World Cup, Nigeria is alive today. We say it, all I'm saying is verifiable. One time there was reaching challenges in Brazil. You will come and say your boy is on start. I will call my captain, Skipo. You say Skipo, this. Quietly, things will be settled. You say this. There was a day I had to kneel down before Yakubu Ayebeli, Yobo, or Baferi Matthews in Kenya. They said you are not flying to Uganda because of certain money issues as usual. I had to go. In fact, Ogunjobi had already brought players home base. There. But he was carrying his bag. He said, well, yes. So I talked, we all agreed, and later everybody went to airport. So you must understand your players. You must. It's very important. If, for example, Odogwu, I was studying, is very close to Andy. The carrying of rules, we put that together. Then in the dressing room, I know Odogwu likes to sit around and you put his psychological. Yeah. Then talk to them. It doesn't have to be most of this football is psychology. Yes. How you psych your players. Like my good brother Mikel. I will defend Mikel any day, anytime. I call him as the most disciplined player when I was there and when he was playing. After he sit to help me do my work. Sit down. I will look at Mikel. I say, Babana, I've not taken any drink for a long time. I want to drink today. He was speaking outside, he relaxed, he said, don't worry. All I'm telling you is that go and win that match for me to make me happy. So you have to be close. And when I saw something close to that, and that's why I have great respect for this Shiri, our coach now, of what I've been advocating of how the comradeship of the team. So it's not that coach will do his work. Maybe the real play will be just be 40% on the field, 60% outside, politics, stupid things. Like I go to the dressing room and I say,
I understand that there was a time you went to the dressing room and saw blood. Was it true?
It's not only dressing, not only at times, so many times in these African countries. Yes, I will respect that country. That's why it's good to go early. Yeah. They cock gun. Say I will not enter. Cock gun that they will shoot me. I say shoot. I like to organize alive today. When the players were coming in, I just sent a message to her. Say don't allow the players. We let them remain the ball. It's psychological. We went there, blood everywhere in the room, dirty, smelling, everything scattered. We opened. IRCK was in the dressing room. Me and Chidi, the equipment manager, we just looked for two old jerseys, get what we were scrubbing the floor because sometimes these players see, so you have to remove that. We did that. Yes. So he's psyching. The Congolese soldiers open dressing, we are just laughing. They are looking at us. So I'm a full-blooded Catholic, and I believe in a holy water. I just kind of sprinkle the blood of Jesus, Bible saying that day they didn't know what they are playing, they lost 2-0. Same thing. I've mentioned the country. So many other countries. No, I will call that on Congo. They call gun on me. Baba Ghana came, even helped us to carry back to the dressing room. He saw everything that was happening. So it's good as a coordinator, you have to make sacrifices to get all these things clear. Yes. Where your player don't see. Like in Uganda, we went into a dressing room, we are choking. When we opened the we started choking and see there was tear gas or whatever. We had to clean the whole place. As we were going, they were pouring urine on us. Mm-hmm. I can go around and
it's happening in Addis Ababa also.
Okay. Yes, in Addis Ababa. They were pouring urine. So these are the things people face. So you see, after when people start blaming, go so this. I said, let them come inside. They will know that there is more that meets the eye than what happens on the field of play. This national, the last one that is home here. This is our national stadium. Here. Yeah. When it opens again, you have to bring pastors, imams to pray. Yeah? To pray. To sensitize it. I know what I'm saying. The 2010 World Cup. Last match, the qualifier with Mozambique before that match. Came praying, people. After training, people will go home now.
Yes.
People refuse to go out of the stadium. Mobile police had to threaten to shoot on the air. But they are all sent out. Because we knew we are facing challenges. So a man of God came, brought holy water. I was the one spraying. In fact, Victor is alive today, the then stadium manager. You can ask him. As I poured holy water on one part of the field, fire caught. Fire this stadium. This goalpost to this other, to the left side of the training pitches. One side of it, fire. In fact, Victor said, Attah has burnt my grass. He says it today. So you can imagine what happened. I said, no, is this not acid? So I put the water again on my hand. Same thing. Nations Cup quarter final with Mali. It was open. Malians threw egg. The field. Psychology. Threw egg on the field. What is? So they called my attention. Say, see Mali. Say, forget about it. So had many will go, man of God, to pray for us. We fast. Our national team there, officials, we fast. We fast. Both Christian, Muslim. You want to have a success story of Nations Cup. That was the secret. We fast. So we call I think it's a bishop now. Divine. He's the camp chairman, Imo State. Mr. Divine. He's alive today. He came, we prayed, carry white and pack the egg come to blood. We are snapping it. We call the match commissioner, an Egyptian, say, please come and see. So if they hadn't studied my iPad, I would have studied. So we snapped everything. I forwarded it to Negeri, and we came. We said, okay, you people do. We will believe in God. Pray water. Camera, as if I like. Maybe I put my head there. All these things don't work. Or they are psychological.
Yes.
So once you say put God, that is it. How the money is collected from? So we can go on and on, but the issue, what I want to summarize is an appeal. It's a passionate appeal to our social media guys. You are doing a great work, keeping us informed, but let it be factual information. Always verify that before you write that. I heard it, is it true? But when you go and write stories that are not verifiable, it is really sad. Because you are not inside the system, so you don't really know what is happening there. The country is for us.
Before you round up, you mentioned, are you from Kaduna or you are from where are you from?
Yeah?
Which state are you from?
Which
local government?
Mr. Abah. I'm a full-blooded indigenous of Benue State. From Ojukwu local government, Idoma by tribe. But I was born and bred in Zaria, Kaduna State. I started my serious football career before moving up in Kaduna State. And I'm proud of that state till today. Because I remember Kaduna State honored me when we won the Nations Cup. The late, may God continue to rest his soul, Governor Yakuwa held a reception for us. Say those of us that grew up or were born in Kaduna State that played that were in the national team there, players or officials in Kaduna hosted us there and honored us. He gave land. But my state, I'm saying it today,
It's not.
Benue.
Is that why you abandoned?
No, I cannot abandon Benue. I've said it that I'm a full-blooded indigenous of Benue State. I'm proud to be a Benue State. But Benue State should honor people that have brought honors to the state.
Yes.
We won Nations Cup 2013. Another state is honoring me. My state is not. Three of us from Benue, myself, Omokachi, and Onazi, the football midfielder, in the villa. Because if I start calling their names now, they say disrespect. Carry me down. One took me to President Jonathan and said, this is my brother. I know Jonathan, is he not team manager? I know him very well. You know, there they said they are setting up a committee. Then Governor Suswa, he was governor of Benue State, said 3-man committee, reception to honor this. All story till today. Till today, how many years today? 13 years.
Well, they will
look at other Benue indigenous, Odega.
Yeah.
Many Benenis have brought honors to the state. You need to recognize, every state recognize their own, except Benue. But I'm proud to be a Benue indigenous.
Chairman, thank you very much. Benue will remember you one day.
Light don't go. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
For accepting us in your office, and we are very happy and we wish you well, and as the Chief Executive Officer of the Nigeria National League, the most important league in Nigeria. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much, Mr. Patrick Ngwaogu. I am humbled In fact, I think you ambushed me. I know I've known you for a long time. You ambushed me, and I want to appreciate you. I want to appreciate my big brother, Andrew Abah. We've come a long way. Decades of relationship and friendship. So like this. And my elder brother here, Ojukwu. Okay, okay. I remember it's a pleasure. And the other members of the crew, and my daughter who is still owing me. I appreciate all of you. You've been doing a great job.
Thank you, sir.
I pray that you continue to grow from strength to strength. Please keep on what you are doing. People will complain, people will protest, but once you are doing the right thing, it will give you more strength and God protection.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Where is that?